One of the most beautiful things in the Bible when you read the New Testament is just the relationship between all the churches and the different partners and gifts. And it's really such a joy to read about that and to see what they had. And in 412, obviously, we're seeing the same thing. We're seeing people moving across nations, across regions to not just be a blessing, but to go and build the kingdom in those areas where they are needed.
Hey, how's it? I'm Leigh Gillespie, and I find myself now currently an elder, or about to be an elder, in City on the Hill Church in Benoni in Johannesburg. And it's actually quite a crazy story. This is purely because God has spoken into the life of my family to relocate very recently from Cape Town and from Josh Gen Church, which was our home church for a good 12 years, to move up and to work with Ryan Kingsley and the City on a Hill group of churches.
For us in Gauteng, we were noticing the region's growing, there's a lot happening, and the workload is increasing, that's for sure. And the people there's just so many people to reach. And so we've been praying for some sort of input and some sort of gift to come and help us in the region.
We happened to connect with City on a Hill earlier this year, connect with Ryan. And in that time of connection, it just felt like God was speaking and was saying, now's the time for us to uproot ourselves from our family and our home in Josh Gen for the last number of years.
So where we come in on the journey in GREIG Point, Joshua Generation Church, that we've had the great privilege of sending Ross and Leigh Gillespie and the children up to City on a Hill Church, Gauteng. And just wonderful to be in this position of sending. We received this family about 3 years ago to come and support our congregation as we were getting started in Cape Town. And we had the privilege of seeing things grow and our team develop with the Gillespie family. Now we're sitting in the position of actually sending them and really living out the theory and the understanding of what it feels like to give rather than to receive.
It's been sad to leave Neil and our family in Josh Gen Greenpoint in Cape Town, but this is the joy of partnership, of knowing that as we send from one local church to another, we're one big family sharing a common vision, common heart to extend the kingdom and to see healthy churches established and planted all over South Africa and all over the world.
Hi there, my name is Meek. I am part of Oxygen Life Church in Port Elizabeth, South Africa. I've been part of Oxygen for the last 20 years and have been a lead elder of a congregation in Oxygen Life called Summerstrand congregation for the last 3 years. I received a call from Brad and also from Andrew, just requesting if I would be available to go to the States to visit a church in California called Heritage Church, and just to go and be a worship leader for them and to come and serve in building and just connecting with the team there for about 3 months, to which I was greatly blessed and honored to be thought of and to go. And I'm just very excited to be able to be part of what we are, which is a sending church, to be partnering with each other in seeing the gospel go out, to seek Jesus glorified and the kingdom to advance.
Anthony leads our Summerstrand congregation here in Port Elizabeth. It's definitely going to be a sacrifice to see him go. But we're not just here to meet our own needs, but to also meet the needs of others. And so it's a great privilege for us to be able to send Ant, and we know that he's going to do an awesome job there and just be welcomed also by them, as they're already expressing so much keenness and eagerness to see him and meet with him and to build with him over the coming months. So we're trusting for amazing fruit to come from his visit there.
Hi everyone, I'm Gauteng.
And I'm Bernadette.
And we are on our way to the Netherlands. And we've been part of the Stellenbosch team congregation with Leonard and Carla leading the congregation. And we are super excited what the Lord wants to come and do in our lives in the Netherlands. But it all started actually, how did it start?
Mike DeFay contacted us about maybe 7 months ago, saying that Peter, that's leading the church in Netherlands, Living Water, said he needs help. Anyone that would be able to come, does he know anyone? And Mike contacted us and said, God says, make disciples of all nations. Are you keen?
For me, it's so helpful to be part of a worldwide network of churches where we can help each other. When there is a need, we can ask the leaders, we can ask the apostles, and that they will send people. Even when you don't know them, they will come and they have the same values, the same heart, the same mind and the same spirit. And that's such a great value for me and for the Living Waters Church.
We never thought we would be doing this, or even as young as we are. But when God calls you, you move. And it's so nice to know that we are in a church together where if one church is lacking, it's not, oh, these are my people and I will keep them for myself, or I will keep this gifting for myself. Where there's a need, we want to be actually to help and fill a need. And we know there's a need in the Netherlands, and we've spoken with Peter, and they are very excited for us to come. And it's not that we have this massive gifting that we can bring, but just a willing heart to be able to go and spread the gospel.
And really just us being part of the family, and just being those who Jesus has called to be part of the family and knitted together with them. I think that's our purpose.
And so it's just, it's amazing to see how Jesus works. It's amazing to see how team works across the world. We're not just isolated local churches. We are doing this thing together to give Jesus his glory, and because the nations are his inheritance and he's welcoming us into that. So awesome privilege. What a journey.